EA free. So I got this really cool green one, or more like kind of a teal, but maybe it's because I'm so close to the blue one. The blue one, this pink one, so that whenever I'm doing pieces, and these are all translucent, as you can tell by the sticker on the back side of them. And then the opaque one that I've been using right here, got some cat hair on it. So just so you can know where to get something that's 50 cents and is good for making your pieces of, like model kits or whatever. All right, so I'm going down to the last 4 of these to build. Before that also, Dollar Tree, I thought this might be pretty cool just to have as a castle. I thought this one first as well. Well, this was in green, pink, and blue. I don't know if there's any other colors. That's the only 3 I saw. I thought, I don't build sandcastles really. I'm kind of past that age, I guess. But the castle alone is a plastic piece that looks pretty darn cool and would look pretty cool in the background of a diorama. And then some of these pieces might go well with it, like to add on to the depth of it. Like you could probably put this blue one and this yellow one as castle walls behind it. It'd be nice if they're all blue, water, the same color as this. And then I got this thing right here. This is a smaller basket. But I thought maybe, just maybe, it would be good to put some comics that I'm just selectively reading. I like to pick out comics that I want to read, to outside and read them. There's different ways of doing that, of course. And now, we're going to make sure we got everything set up before we get started. On one side, I got my to keep box, stuff that I, like the stands and the hands. And on this is the trash or recycle. I got 4 more to build. Let's look at what we got Megatron, or D16 Cog. With him, I don't like where they have put the holes now. I like the way they used to have the holes, so it's kind of annoying to have it under his hand, because I like elbows that bend forward, not sideways. That's one of the things I had. I had Mania King before Hasbro finally made a good Galvatron. The only one I could find that was good enough for me was Mania King. It's like Maniac King, Mania King. He had monkey curl arms, and his didn't even give you the option to do this. They were like this, and you had to. So I was not very happy with that, especially when it's not a cheap figure. Last time we also built Hound. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. All right. We got a bunch of these. I'm not sure if I want to get rid of them or whatever. I'm just going to put them right there. We also got B17 or 127. Not quite sure about these names, but anyway. So it's basically your bumblebee figure with the snail legs. It's just weird. So in here, we still got a few more that I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to Sentinel Prime, and I'm looking forward to Death Tracker. He looks so much like a Prime figure. I just want to see how similar he is. There's also, I have not seen Wheeljack. I just heard that the movie Wheeljack was actually called something else, which he doesn't look anything like my Wheeljack, so I would have never caught on. But I was talking to somebody the other day, and they said, oh, I want the, I forgot what they even called him. He's got another name in the movie, the live-action movie, which I'm like, oh. See, he's blue in that. Wheeljack is white. So when he said something Wheeljack, I was like, huh? I don't remember. He said cause, or it was like a 3-letter word. I can't remember. And what's the other one I haven't opened? So it's Wheeljack. Oh, you know what? There's 3 different versions of him. I've gotten him, so I have not opened, I suppose him, because this is the same thing. I thought this was the same thing at first. So it's him I have not opened yet, which is Orion Pax, Wheeljack, Sentinel Prime, and Death Tracker. Let's just go ahead and open this one and see which one we get. Oh, and if you want to see if your store has them, I don't know. I guess nowadays you don't really need the scans. I'm so used to thinking, like, I see YouTubers do that, and I think, am I supposed to show you the scan bar so you can do that? But I don't know. I mean, I remember there used to be apps that you needed the scan thing, and it was basically acted like a scan for your store kind of thing to see if it was in stock. It even tell you like it was in the back or whatever too. So here's trash. All right, so first off, we're gonna open this smaller bag, which is normally just the hands. And you can talk to the hands, but they don't understand. All right, I'm gonna put this right up here. So we got the stand. I'm going to go ahead and slide that away. And the extra hands. So I probably should put this up here in front. I'm a fist person. I like the feast. All right, I'm going to stick the other one over there. Just make it a little bit easier. I'm going to take off the tab right here. Well, you know what? Just fold it back. All right, which one did I get this time? Another thing about blind boxes, you can't feel which one you're going to get. I got Sentinel Prime. Good. This is the one, the very first one I wanted to open, but since I got the surprise one, I'm kind of glad I opened that one first. So I got Sentinel Prime, and it's weird to see it all in English. There's no Japanese on this. Not even an ounce. It's so unusual. All right, so building him, we got extra pieces that are going to be on the back right here. So some extra ones to him. It shows you how to put on the armor, the chest, oh, there's little ball things on the back for his wings. That's kind of cool. His kneecaps and his weapon. So that's some things that are different for him. I kind of already know how to do these. These haven't changed that much since the first ones. I was hoping they would get double joints by this point, but no, I don't know. I don't know if they have double joints. I think double joints, Kamen Rider, were introduced after this. So, all right, what does his feet look like? So yeah, they have the legs, the right leg and the left leg are pretty much universal at this point on most of these, except even on Bumblebee. Like, man, the original first wave of these, Bumblebee's feet were the only one that were like, there was a left one and a right one. So you want to put the clear ones down here. Now, if you had the first two waves, or first few waves, I guess first 4 waves, you remember there was also clear, one of these for your neck. There's not. There's just an extra one in here. Their necks are actually built in to the thing, which I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I guess they realize, it's just a weaker structure point. The clear ones were in there just in case, they were going to use it for it, and they did for the light up ones. All right, let me see. I did figure out an easy way to do the heads, but I've kind of forgotten about it. All right, let's see. How many pieces for his head? I'm guessing there's the neck knob and the eyes, or the face plate. Okay, I'm going to just put everything on this. I just did it backwards. Let's do it backwards now. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and squeeze the head together first, like that. Then put the front on it. That went on actually pretty smoothly. Because at least 2 of these, I've had such a hard time squeezing the head together. I don't know what it is. All right. So here's the body. Pop. Goes the weasel. And there are 2 parts to the chest that you have to put on top of this. But before you do that, some of these, they don't come with these. Very few of them. I think only one of them. I may be thinking of a completely different set. I did build something recently where it didn't even have these. They were kind of encased over them. It might have been Optimus Prime. All right, bug. There's a fly in here. There's got the doors wide open. I don't have screen doors yet. Thinking about screening in my front porch. I don't know why we don't have a screen door. We have a glass door, but not a screen door. Go figure. All right, so just make sure that those little things go in. You should line up right for you to put all of them together. I have to fiddle with a little bit. The shoulders are probably the only difficult part of this, and it's not even that difficult. Sometimes it's easy to get those little things in. Sometimes you just gotta wiggle it, and it usually goes right in. All right, there's another piece on here that's not usual. It's right here. It covers this, and I'm guessing it's this piece. Yep. All right. Shows it goes like this. All right, there we go. So you have I like how it's got different colored pieces you put together instead of having pieces that, well, I like it when they're colored different and then put on there. It's like color separation. All right, so his crotch pieces Most of these have painted front crotches, I've noticed. Sometimes that's just not even there on the G1 ones. But this is the movie way for the last movie. And all of them seem to have a crotch plate that's painted. All right. Now, this is also different. If you get the Japanese kits, they do not come with these already attached. I thought that was really interesting that they decided to do it for the American release ones. All right, these legs, sometimes they are different, like on Optimus Prime, but these are pretty much the same thing. You can't tell the left one from the right one. Now, I haven't figured out, like, if there's a certain way that these go in. Like, on the Japanese ones, there's no triangle on one and rectangle on the other, so I just decided to make it universal for me. Used to, it was like a little line through here on one side, not on the other. To make it universal for me, I'm doing triangle up. I almost did the wrong thing right there. Also, on these legs, sometimes they're painted on the front. It appears that this is a universal one, so it doesn't matter if you got a right or left leg until you put it in, and then you have to make sure you got the right way going. So I'll make this one into a left leg. And just make sure you got the turning part going the right way. I didn't hear a pop on that one, but it's holding. Whoops. All right. Okay, now what I like to do is that one's pretty easy. If it has any resistance whatsoever, just put them on at the same time. That way when you're squeezing it together, it puts them pop. I like his blue and gold. I like that a lot. All right, still working on him. So we got the arms. It is weird that they decided to go with the back thing, but I guess it's easier. All right, we're going to go with, it's also easier to put on this and then go in there because you got to put it in such a small area. Again, I like to put the rectangles going down. And you don't have to. I'm just saying that's just me to keep it universal because some of the OCD within me. All right, so the arms, upper arms aren't any different. Let's see if the lower arms have any paint on them. Nope, nothing I can detect. So it doesn't matter which one you put for left arm and which one you put for right arm. Just make sure you get the hands on the ones you want to put in the right places. Sorry, my tripod thing is scooting off the back here. And again, you don't have to build it the way I do it. I just like to put the limbs together and then put them on. It's a lot easier. I've determined for me, at least. All right. Okay. All right. Something about his kneecaps. Okay, so he does have kneecaps that are not. You don't normally get kneecaps on these things. On Kamen Riders, it's pretty common. That makes his legs look longer and lankier. I like the proportions of these, even though in real life our femurs are longest bone in our human bodies, so it should be mimicked in these alien bodies, but it's got more of the Popeye proportions, which I personally dig. I like Popeye proportions. I am what I am, what I am. All right, the only thing is we need to put on in this piece regular is the shoulder pads, and these may be, you might want to check them first to see if there's any symbols or whatever paint on them. Nope, they're not painted, which is not usual. There's sometimes, like, especially for the leaders, seems like they get that little point. All right, so the little shoulder pads can go up. That's what I thought Optimus, or Megatron, I was about to say Optimus Primes. They don't. You can't really get them to, maybe you can. I kind of like that. Oh. Okay, so now this is something I have not seen before. It's got the little things on the back for the, you know what? I'm going to probably put the wings on them first. Now, which one goes on which side? Because there are side specific. Put it in there first. And then this is the left wing. Okay, I'm going to put it on here first because it seems easier to me. If you built these and you put them on the other way first, let me know if that would be easier. All right, so we got the wings in the back. I wonder if, like, Wheeljack, since he has, nope, he doesn't have it on this one. The original Wheeljack from the G1 series had doors on his back. Or Yeah, I think so. So I wonder if they would try to do that design now, because they never did the ball joint before. All right, and we got one more thing. We got the weapon. And it's just one of these, basically it's two blades put into one hand. And it's okay. I'd rather have two swords in two different hands. Like, so that's how they want you to put it. Personally, I just want them in one hand. Now, if this is painted gold, you want to be, yeah, it's painted gold. I was thinking it might be two pieces, but no, it's definitely painted. You might want to limit how many times you're taking it in and out, because it'll eventually scratch off that paint. I like the two swords. It's like more like Leonardo. He is definitely one of the coolest ones. I like him a lot. And you always get extra pieces. All right, I hope I'm back, because it was starting to disconnect. Our internet here is terrible. It's like the worst internet ever. And it costs more than where I used to live. It costs way more. So I don't understand why I'm paying a fortune for something that's inferior. And it's not high speed or whatever like they say. Go ahead, it's high speed, but it's only high speed in theory. I lost everybody just now. Ooh, we get silica with this one. All right, so we got a few more here. We got this one. First off, let me go ahead and get this out of the way, because blue hands, I guess we know what we're getting now. And his name is, it rhymes with Optimus Prime. He's the only one I've seen in here that has different color hands. Okay, so I go ahead and open this one first, because I like to go ahead and get rid of the pieces I'm not going to use, or put them in the scrap. And it's good that they have extra hands, because if you ever get a figure without hands, you can put them in there for now. Okay, sorry, Orion Pax. His name is Orion Pax. I'm so used to calling him Optimus Prime. This is his younger version. So Orion Pax. Here's the little thingamabob. I don't know if you can scan it through the computer. All right. Now he's going to have different. Nope, he doesn't. Some of them do, because they definitely got the wheels on the side. So the right leg and the left leg are very easy to tell apart. The feet are almost always universal. Pop, pop. Love the pop, pop sound. Here it is, so you can actually see it. Pop, pop. For him, no, they're exactly the same. So no right or left distinguishable legs. Okay, here's his body. And let's see. This is going to be one of the situations where he also, hold on, no, wait. I'm looking at Optimus Prime for Orion Pax. See, Optimus Prime didn't have the shoulders. You just put the piece over that. That was the first time. So let's see. Orion Pax only has like a few little armor things that are different on his shoulders. So as far as this, you're still gonna need the extra articulated shoulders. Okay, let's make sure they go into the little guides. Okay. It's really windy outside again. I was going to go outside. I was like, well, it's nice out here. And like, no, I can't read out here. I was going to try to do some reading outside, but the wind will just blow my pages all over the place. And there's a lot of pollen. My eyes have been itchy like all night and all day. It's really annoying. It's like super itchy. It's windy. We've had the longest winter/spring we've ever had down here. All right, so that's that. And then let's see for his crotch. This is like, I just throw them on there. You might be going, why are you just throwing them on? Don't you want to look at it first? No, these are universal. Although this, I was about to say, I wonder if this is like a butt flap. No, it goes on the back. He's got a weapon. That's cool. Yeah, every one of these had a painted crotch piece. I'm not complaining. I just think, wow, that's cool. I would never complain about extra paint unless it's bad. Which, I'm trying to think, when does that ever happen? Okay, we got this part. I need to go and get the head. Let's see if I can do the head. Okay, these are shoulders. Here's the back of the head. I have a feeling it's going to be hard to squeeze this together, but we'll see. Yeah, it's a little bit hard. There's his head. Look at those baby blues. Get that ball joint. Oh, no, you didn't. All right, let's go ahead and finish off these legs. Okay, so square side down. The thighs, or whatever you want to call them, the femur, they are universal. There's no left or right. Just to make sure that the bulging part is going out, because that's what's going to cause it to be able to bend. Pop, 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 pop. All right, so we're almost there. Almost there. Okay, there's no paint on these. Okay. There's one of those pieces I gotta be careful about. This clear piece can go in the thing, so I don't need it. There's none of these pieces. All right, triangles toward the bicep. Triangles toward the bicep. Okay, we got the right fist right here. And popping it on. Now, is there any paint on these? One's helmet, you know, like Bertrand. All right, so they go on sideways or down? They go down. Okay, and then these go on there. These slide on. All right, so these slide on. They don't pop on, they slide on. Get that shoulder articulation. Like that. Like that. And there. And sliding this down on there. All right, and this is Orion Pax. My Optimus Prime is actually out in the car right now because I took it out to the beach the other day. He has his weapon, his laser blaster. Yeah, his side shoulder panels remind me of Megatron's here. Except Megatron's is a little too far down. I mean, it's like a little bit, like when he bends, I don't know. It just seems like it's going to get in the way. All right, so we got Orion Pax. Looks pretty good. Love these things. They're so fantastic. All right. Got two more to open. We still got Wheeljack and the Death Sword guy, or whatever his name is. These are kind of a dark blue. So maybe Wheeljack. Sometimes I keep thinking there's like animals jumping up on my window. It's just the way the wind's blowing. Oh, no, it's the, whatever it's called, the death sore guy, whatever. Death tracker. So, death tracker. It's like this. Now, he's going to be a little bit harder. He also kind of reminds me of, oh, what is that paddle board that I had? The, I can't remember his name. It was the Griffin Labor, the paddle Griffin. It was a model kit that I built when I was in college. Because I got it at Hungates. Alright. I keep calling Hobby Lobby Hungates. Now, it does have an outside one, so yeah, you got to pay attention to that. Although, usually if it's one of these, it won't be both of them. So that's clearly the right leg. Wow. Everything's the same color, so it's like I'm a little bit overwhelmed. We got another foot somewhere. Pop, pop. All right. Let's see. There's the shoulders. Here's the thigh. And he is, I don't think there's any paint on him at all. Well, nope, his crotch piece does have some paint on it. Okay, I'm trying to get this to go. Okay, since this is the left leg, I'm going to build these first since I noticed it is a left and a right on this one for sure. Oh, there it is. Now, is that supposed to be on there? Because mine's got scratches and divot marks. I don't know if it's from machine damage or it looks like he's got battle damage. Can you see it? So mine's got some damage on it, but I don't know if that's meant to be there or what. Okay. All right, so we got the legs already built because they are a left leg and a right leg. This chest is going to be very, very different. Looking at the, so he's got wings for a backpack. That's another thing that's different. So this whole thing is a backpack. Okay, I think this is the top. The wings are like this. I don't want to snap those little teeny tiny things off though. Whew. That was a little scary. That thing is going to snap them right off. You know, the little teeny tiny hole, like the little pegs right there. There we go. Okay. All right, for this one, let's see. Looks like his front and his back just snap on. There's, oh. I mean, for some reason I keep forgetting the shoulders today. Oh, it's hiding over there. So many dark pieces, it's hard to tell what's what on him. Okay, I think that's the back piece. I know it's like, I'm sitting here saying, I'm thinking in my head, like, I don't know this figure, so I don't know how exactly it's supposed to look. But then again, I don't know a lot of the common writers, but they all look humanoid though. Okay, so he's got his shoulders working. Okay, we put on the lower torso. And the blink one goes in the back. And the painted one goes on the front. And there is a definite light right leg and a definite left leg. And snap, crackle, pop. All right, there's his blaster. I'll put his wing back on later. I don't want to touch that thing. I'm trying to see if he has shoulder pads. Here's his faceplate. We're just going to build the arms first before I try to figure all that stuff out. So we got those two pieces, we got the other two. Triangles to the top. Maybe that's why I said triangles to the top. Because it's a consistent, what is it called when you have like an alliteration. either he's got a lot of damage from the machine, like, making it, or that's supposed to be like that. Because look, there's another one. Like, wow. He is just, he comes with lots of damage, but I don't know if that's meant to look like that, like he's been in a fight. You know, like, when I first saw Gundam figures being called battle damage, I'm like, well, is this their way of like saying, hey, our factory burned to the ground, but we rescued a few of the pieces? Here they are. They're battle damage. No, they're awful. Turn that around. So I like my machines like they have never been hurt. But then again, whatever. That's why I don't like zombie figures, I guess. I saw somebody's video with zombie figures and I'm going, it's not for me, but you know, sure, you like it, cool. I'm just thinking, I don't like things that are already damaged. All right, here's the one thing that I need to look at because it's got stripes on it. It shows it's like that, and it appears to be on his left arm. Just drawing from this picture right here. Because it looks like the way that there's no thumb on the top, this is his left arm. All right, I hope so, because in the picture, there's no way of telling. It doesn't really show it on the picture right here. Let me look on the box real quick. Maybe it's on the right, because the right is a little bit off. Okay, on the box, you can see the red lines right there. So this goes sideways on. There we go. And there we go. All right, now that I got lowered the number of pieces here, we got a few more things. We got these weapons that was showing to put on here. And then I can figure out which pieces are for the face, because his face, not one I'm familiar with as much, so. And I don't think he has individual eyes like the other ones, so that's another unique thing. So, yeah, his faceplate and his eyepiece, they're all the same thing. So that is different. It doesn't tell you. Okay, according to the picture, it looks like you put together this part first and then his head goes in, but that's. What? Oh, okay. I thought like it was going to be like his face was going to be showing through there, but there's no way to even do that. So yeah. So you definitely want to pay attention to that part because it's totally different from all the other ones. So far, if there's ever been a face, it goes behind what looks like a helmet. So if it was like Orion Pax there, it would have went like this. This one's the one exception. Okay, it goes like that. Then the back part. Let me see if I got the. Probably didn't line up something because something went wrong. Oh, I see. Okay, so probably I should go ahead and put the blue pieces together and then slide that in. There we go. There he goes. And here's his weapon. His weapon looks a lot like somebody else's. Like Orion Pax or Optimus Prime's weapon, it seems like. Could be. And I forgot to put the wings on. I just thought about this though. What if this can go right here? Oh, it's just not exactly the same size. That would have been perfect. That'd have been kind of cool to. Oh, well, there we go. We got that. I mean, we kind of like a clip for him to hold on to, like, you know, how you have it to hold on to a machine gun sometimes with another weapon thing. I'm speaking of very good English. So is it going like this, really? It seems to be riding so high, it doesn't seem right. See what I'm saying? It looks like it's upside down to me. Like, not the wing part, the other part, but according to the picture. Yeah, it just looks like it's really riding high on him. I like this guy. He's really cool. There's the other one that has, like, damage. He's got battle damage here. He's got battle damage here. Like, what the heck? All right, whatever. I'll just pretend like he's battle damage instead of factory damage. I like him a lot. This one's really cool. I think I like him so much because he's not like he's... I don't know him, and he may have shown up in the movie. I didn't notice him. I was probably too busy trying to spot all the other guys I actually did know. He's kind of like the unknown character. Kind of like Boba Fett was in the original Star Wars. We're like, don't know who he is, but he's pretty darn cool. You You know, remember back in the day when we all saw Boba Fett for the first time? We're like, who is that? That's so cool. And then he shows up in Empire Strikes Back because the toy came out. All right, so this has to be Wheeljack by default. So if you buy a tire box before they take them out and put them on the shelf at your Walmart, you get all 9 of them. And you have a 1 in 4 chance if you buy 4 boxes, theoretically, you should get the Optimus Prime that's metallic. I don't really care for the metallic anymore ever since I had that. What happened with Soundwave? His blue came off and I looked like Smurfs. Alright, so this is going to go into the heart spin. If I can get the things to stop hugging it. Alright, this should be Wheeljack. Alright, so here we go, Wheeljack. Okay. Find us on Facebook. Is that like a Where's Waldo thing? Whoa, his legs are funky. Alright. I don't see though that there's a right or a left leg. They're even cell shaded in the same direction. Like I thought maybe when I'm cell shaded this way it might have a little indication, but they're cell shaded in the exact same direction. Papa. And do make sure you keep the little extra pieces, like the clear pieces right here. You always get an extra one because you never know down the road if you break a foot or something, you might need another one. I haven't had that happen, but then again, I don't play with mine harshly. I just enjoy. Now, I mean, even though I don't play with them harshly, my very first Ultraman figure I had from like Wave 7 or something, his neck is made in a different way than these guys. And the little cup that holds onto the ball, it did break. And I didn't play with him hard. I just had him in my pocket because I thought these would be sturdy and make into pocket pals, but obviously not. So they don't make good pocket pals. All right. He's got green upper arms. That's cool. All right. Let's get his shoulders on. Okay, that's the front. We're going to do front first. It doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. I just kind of gotten used to going back first. I get caught like in this rut of like, okay, this is how we do it. Kind of like a machine. I become a machine. I worked for a furniture factory for a year, so, you got kind of used to, once you found the way to do it, you just kept on doing it. And then you get carpal tunnel syndrome. Oh, well. I was young. All right, we've got crotch plates, and where's the crotch piece? Here it is. Yep, almost every single one of these have painted fronts. Even the one you wouldn't imagine, like it has no paint on it except its crotch plate and right there. It's so weird. That looks pretty good. All right. I love the proportions on these. I love how I just love everything about these. They're so fantastic. And now it's like I can't order anything from China because of the tariffs, because I don't want to get stuck with, oh, well, you bought it for this price, but after we import it, the mailman's going to charge you, sir. I don't know how it works. I'm afraid of it a little bit. So, I mean, maybe it's for the better. Maybe I shouldn't be buying so much. Okay, double check this first. Even though this is universal, there's no front or back to this one. Okay, I don't see any paint on any of these, so it doesn't matter. It could be left or right. So the right hand tells you this is the right one now. then I said rotate that one and put on the left hand. There we go. All right, there's something right here that goes on his back. It goes like this. All right, so there's a filler to go on his back that's, not with everyone on them. And the white shoulder pads. Okay, it goes this like inwards. Do check the shoulder pads. There might be a symbol. Man, there's not. Okay. So there's only been one shoulder pad when I had to worry about that. I think that was Megatron. Because he's got a symbol on his shoulder right there. It's the Megatronus symbol. He's got it scratched into his thing right there. He went for the tattoo. He became a bad boy. I hope you have already seen the movie because I don't want to sit here and spoil it for you. It's a good movie. I was really surprised. I thought, no, see, that's just stupid. And then I heard a lot of good things. I was like, well, I'll try it. I liked it. Oh, yeah, he's got like a mouth plate. Oh, that is so freaky weird. These little round eyes are just weird. They remind me of those robots from the 60s. Ooh. I thought I was going to flip it over my back right there. Like, when I pushed it together, I thought I was going to lose control of it. Yeah, he definitely has that weird Mars now roll. His face is totally different. That is weird. All right, so there we go. All right, so he's got green up here, but it does go with the green down there. He looks really cool. I like him a lot. Now, if I ever did any touching up on him, I would definitely do some paint right here. I don't know what I'd paint, but probably I'd make that green or maybe red because he's got green here already. So red right there might be good. I thought I heard something sound like a gun firing just then. All right, so he's got a blaster right there. Okay, pop, 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 pop was not a gun because a gun does not fire that fast down around here. So somebody's setting off fireworks for some reason. Oh, that's right, we have tourists. I keep forgetting it's spring break. But why would you set off fireworks during the day? All right, okay, so spring break for K through 12. There's a lot of people down here right now with their families, of course, because they're K through 12. College kids usually go to Myrtle Beach, and that's usually the month of March. That's what we call it, March Madness down here. So anyway, fireworks, I keep forgetting. Oh yeah, people are like, oh, we went to Myrtle Beach yesterday to get fireworks. Because we don't sell fireworks in our town, but it's just, you just drive right like 30 minutes away. Just as soon as you cross the border, there's fireworks, fireworks, fireworks. It's like as soon as you cross that border on Highway 17, fireworks, fireworks, fireworks. All right, so that's pretty cool. So I think out of all of these, I think my favorite is definitely him because I just love that color scheme. And my unforeseen, I did not see this one coming. I like him a lot more than I thought I was, that's for sure. I just wanted to build him just to see if he looks like the guy that I'm thinking he looks like. Yeah, he still does. He definitely looks like the guy from Prime, who is a car. It looks like the Batmobile, by the way. And then you kind of peel off the entire top of the car and fold it, 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 and it makes his legs. So I wonder if that's the same character. I've got to know. I wish I had friends. I wish I had friends that were Transformers people that I could just talk to in real time and say, is this the same character? I guess I can look it up on the interwebs, but yeah, I feel like I waste too much time looking things up on the interwebs and getting caught on these rabbit trails going all these ways. Well, it's this, and let's go here, and all right, so yeah, he's ended up being my unsuspected favorite. This is my favorite one out of the ones I built today, and I'm looking like at the other ones. I think out of this entire wave, this was definitely the one I look forward to the most because I just think he looks so cool. I love the gold on the blue. Love it a lot. I know he's a jerk. I know he's a backstabber, but hey, the figure itself looks cool, especially with the wings. He looks like something from Stargate, the original Stargate series, SG-1. He looks like Stargate, the Transformer, That's what he looks like to me. There's like something about him, like he should have like lines going all around him and stuff, like on the Stargate itself. Like maybe he has chevrons built into him. Maybe that's the Stargate itself, and like when he's like he can make it turn into a ring and ching, 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 chevron 1, encoded, chevron 2, encoded. Ooh, now I want to watch Stargate. I'm surprised my dad didn't want to watch Stargate more often. He used to love that show. Anyway, so that's my unsuspected. I did not expect to love him that much, but man, I do. So that's probably my second favorite one. My most disappointed just because of the shoulder pads, but other than that, he's still a great figure. So he's still a great figure. Him, those feet are weird. I can't get past how weird the feet are. I'm not a huge Bumblebee fan to begin with, so it's not like a big whoopie-doo. And then I like him, and he looks pretty much the same as Ironhide. Let me look. Ironhide Hound. I'm pretty sure they're just repaints of each other. And then Orion Pax and Optimus Prime, they're pretty cool. They're, you know, I've got so many different Optimus Primes. Like, at this point, who cares? Oh, also, so my birthday's next week. I might be going out of town, so you won't see me for a few days probably. I still got videos set to go off. But for my birthday, I got him a friend I just ordered off of White Elephant Toys. So I know this is Transformers Tuesday, but Super Joe, this guy right here is called Darkon. He's getting a friend called Super Joe who looks like him, but not as cool because he's not in green. But I was like, they just got him back in on White Elephant Toys website. They were down to like 2. I'm like going, buy. I also bought the yellow unbearded head so I can maybe make a figure of me. Because when I was a kid, I had blonde hair. I'm just having hair. I wonder how hard it is to take the heads off, but I'm not going to try it on him. But I may try it on my other figure, especially if I can find. I should be out there cleaning up today. I should find mine. I have these in bags with their. This is still attached to this, but their arms are in pieces. There's no more hands. They do have crystal hands on there, so I'm going. Are we going to see Luminous soon? I'm really hoping we see a Luminous, and I want to find out. I got to find mine because I want to find out. I don't think that it has a heel. I don't think it has heel joints on mine. My original one of this, so I need to find mine. So that's what's coming for my birthday. I do have another project I want to do, but I better just wait because I don't. I mean, I got Luke Duke and I already had Bo Duke, and they both need some kind of making them red again, or making. I'm gonna make them into rednecks. It won't be hard to do. Nah, there's this stuff right here. You might, is that yellow? No, it's red. So this is the plasti dip. You dip. I got to remove their heads, dip it in this. I got to spray it with something. I clean it first, spray it, dip it, let it dry for 24 hours, peel it off. I don't even need to do their hair because it'll end up making Bo look like that. But see how their bodies, they used to have the same color heads as their bodies. They don't have the same color now because something about Mego's vinyl, it just fades over time. Like I had Spock. He looks like he was getting sick from being in space because his face was completely gray. He looked even worse than these guys. These guys just like they got a farmer's tan, but in reverse. Like they've been wearing a helmet and ran out around on a motorcycle with their shirts off. And it's like, okay, so what happened here? So that's what happened to them. So I'm going to be hopefully working on that soon. I did buy another Lena, the girl, because she's awesome. $10 for the figure. I mean, you can't even buy that body by itself for about $10. So that's only $10 for this figure. I'm getting another one in the mail with that one. So absolutely, because you can't buy this kind of quality for $10. The hair's absolutely amazing. The face looks fine. I don't say fantastic. I mean, she needs a little bit more work on the eyes, maybe. She looks great. Kind of like Pocahontas now I think about it. But I'm getting another one of her, so I can maybe try to get some shoes, or not shoes, but what is it called? High heel shoes, high heel feet. But that's coming soon down the pike. So yeah, that's some things that will be coming for my birthday, hopefully before next week, because I do plan to hopefully go out of town. And I got to go see my dad and also see how he's doing. Because after last night, it was a little bit of a shock, but update on that, he's fine. I was like, I called him this morning. He's like going, yeah, I'm fine. No. I was going, are you okay? I'm just making sure you're okay. He's like, oh yeah, I wouldn't be doing this. He's out working on the porch. And I'm like going, all right, because last night you sounded like you're about to die. And I was just worried about you. And he acts like he doesn't remember at all. So I'm like, okay, because when you called. Anyway, I don't know if you got a person in your family with dementia, but it's a painful thing to go through. All right, so that's what I did for the day. I may come back for Legos at lunchtime. Um, I do have a car I can do, which I would really like to jump into, but it is Tuesday, so I might have to go with something else. Ooh, the dragon. I could do the dragon for Tuesday. All right, we all have a great day. Oh, it's the 15th. Is there something special about the 15th? Not that I'm aware of. Also, here is an 18 or 8 centimeter scale figure. Put up next to them, just to give you some proportionality ideas. Of all times, I don't have a 4-inch figure laying around. All right, these are again about 4 inches tall, and I'm losing my voice because it's like really. How many hours I've been on here? 50 minutes. All right, so thanks for those who popped in and came by to say, hey, I may come on later again for Legos at lunchtime. I didn't do a Legos at lunchtime yesterday. I got really late. A lot of things to do. Have a great day. Have a terrific Tuesday.